So now we're going to go into the retail readiness round where I'm going to ask you 3 questions specific to retail. So I'm excited to hear your answers. Number 1, if another founder told you they wanted to start exploring getting into retail stores, what would you tell them they need to do first?
Ooh, I would say making sure that your margin structure of how much the cost of your product is for you, the brand, how much you would sell it to retailer, and what your profit margin would be, I think is the most important because then that will determine what type of retailer you can or cannot launch at. And also figuring out as a brand, are you a mass product, a luxury, a masstige? Do you sit in the middle?
Yeah, love that. Number 2, what would you say are the benefits of starting in retail stores versus selling direct to consumer?
I've always believed in an omni-channel type of brand. I think, our customers are so educated and so complex, and they're shopping everywhere. The luxury consumer is also shopping on Amazon. And I think every retailer and your direct to consumer is introducing your product to a new consumer, a new demographic. So I think it's important to have that mix up, and it's a way for the brand to expand their own reach.
Yeah. And then lastly, are there any resources that you found helpful with either starting your brand and or launching in retail?
Podcasts, listening to other founders share their stories. And it's really like, as an entrepreneur and a founder myself, it was really just like those small tips that I would add to my own list and explore a little bit more, and small changes that someone else has done to their business that has worked that I would try to apply to my own has really been a resource for me. Listening to, few podcasts a day while I'm working. And I really think like it is a really isolating business to be in, of starting your own company, that to be able to hear from other people, maybe they share the same pain points that you have, or growing pains. And yeah, it just makes you feel heard and understood that someone else has, walked the path before you have.
Yeah, and probably not so alone. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you.